So, Mike, this is Roundabout.
Okay.
This was like a free game, I think.
I've never heard of it. Is that Howie Mandel?
I don't know who any of these people are. Okay, so it's a limo riding taxi game, but it has weird FMV sequences every time you pick someone up. It's real bizarre, but it's one of the most frustrating games ever, so I wanted to show you it.
Okay, let's see it. Tony wants to show me Roundabout, his favorite game.
It's my favorite. I was streaming this for a bit, and people were getting, like, really pissed off.
Why?
Because it's a real frustrating game. But yeah, it's made up of all this, like, stock footage and, like, these horrible green screen effects, and it's, like, this weird narrative, but the game itself is, like, very bizarre.
What the fuck? So it's like they filmed a movie to be in a big game?
I guess. I don't know.
This looks like a real movie, though, like from the 80s or something.
I know. I feel like they made the game and then just came up with the FMV sequences afterwards, because it doesn't really connect. And, like, everything looks like it's in a garage.
So wait, did they make they made this to look old then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the thing is, you're a limo that's constantly spinning, and you gotta pick people up and get through obstacles. And it's one of the most frustrating games I ever played. Eventually, you get, like, power-ups where you can make it spin the other direction, so you gotta get it around these obstacles. And then you run over people on accident, I guess. It's the weirdest game.
What the fuck? Wait, and that was it? You just had to make it to the circle?
Yeah, to pass your driving exam. And now you can pick people up and drive them places.
While the car is spinning.
Yeah.
So this is drunk driving, basically.
Yeah, alright, so pick up Mickey the mechanic. I don't know why they did the FMV stuff, but I'm glad they did.
It's like the same shot of her turning around every time.
Yeah, she never talks either. Okay, we got to get Mickey to where he's got to go.
It's like they asked somebody's sister. They're like, "Can you be in this game? we need a girl to be driving the thing. There needs to be some kind of female character." And she's like, "Fine." She's like, "I'll give you 5 minutes." They're like, "Put this outfit on, sit in the front. All we need you to do is turn around and act like you're paying attention to the fucking guy in the back seat." And she's like, "Fine."
Oh, wait, hold the square. All right, so my upgrade ability, I can slow down time a little bit.
Ooh, that's clever. Yeah. What a mechanic.
Yeah, I've never seen that in a game before. Oh, and I blew up.
It's better than the slow down mechanic in Red Dead Redemption, for sure.
Yeah.
I did it.
Hey, Tony, do you know how you can tell he's a mechanic?
How?
Maybe because of the big oil slick on his head.
There's like a skeleton later on. It's bizarre. All right, pick up the kids.
Oh my god, that shot! Oh, look at this kid. I was about to say, they could just not have the story in the full motion video and just have this part. But
I guess it adds a little bit of flavor to it.
Who am I to criticize Roundabout?
Oh no! Yeah, Mike.
You leave Roundabout alone. Oh no! Okay.
So this is the kind of shit that you play?
Yeah, pretty much, you know. God damn.
I got nothing on you.
What do you mean? This game's great, Mike, all right? You gotta stop being a hater. This game is great. All right.
Yeah. What are the coins for? 5 of 10.
Where am I supposed to take this kid? Okay.
Have you beaten this?
No, I got pretty far, but for some reason... I guess because it was on my old PlayStation, I don't have the... I could have just went like this whole time. Great. I guess because I didn't transfer over the thing. What? All right, we picked up another kid, I guess.
So other people are playing, like, Valorant and, like... Fucking.
Okay. So now I could like speed up.
Doom Eternal.
Hey, I played a lot of a Doom Eternal, okay?
Here's Tony and his games. You seem to be enjoying this more than Superman 64.
I enjoy a lot of things more than Superman 64.
You're still going through rings, though.
Yeah. Okay. No! That's okay. I'm okay.
Is there any explanation to why the car is constantly spinning?
Nope. You want explanations in this game?
She's driving it. She
Yes.
doesn't look inebriated at all.
No. It's just the car spins, I guess. I don't know. You know what it is? Someone made a joke game. That's what it is.
I can't accept that. I need explanations.
Oh, we picked up the coach, who's the same person as the driving instructor.
I have to see her turn around in the same shot one more time.
You're gonna see it a lot. Mike, you're gonna see it a lot. Oh, good. Dead by Daylight installed. All right. It was free on PlayStation Plus, I believe, and that's the only reason I got it.
Let me tell you what I think this game, the goal of this game is.
What is
to
it?
make some weird, stupid, meme-y type of game, and hope to God like PewDiePie plays it, and then they can sell it for like, even if they sell it for 50 cents, they could probably make a lot of money if like a big YouTuber streams it.
I don't know if you just saw that. He's talking to the kids, and it's clearly footage from like India or something. It's all interlaced and shot from like years earlier.
The people that made this, they search it up. They're like, oh, let's see if any new big-time YouTubers played this game today so we can sell a lot of copies of our meme game. And they look it up, and they see Mike and Tony Tuesdays, and they're like, ah, shit.
Oh, them?
Them? God damn it.
You get to hear their whole conversation on the way. I was an Uber driver for a little bit, Mike, and let me tell you, it's exactly like this. Everything, it's the most
with you driving, it probably is like this.
yeah, I just spin in circles the whole time. Man, I do not miss doing Uber. The worst navigation app ever is the Uber navigation app. It is like, I get into Uber rides sometimes, and I see Uber drivers using the Uber navigation app. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Switch to Google.
Every time I've tried to use Uber, it's like, I'll be out somewhere. I'm like in the middle of the city, and I'm like, I need you to pick me up on, whatever, whatever street. And then the car comes, and then they're like 3 blocks away, and then they message me, where are you? And I'm like, where are you?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're where you said you'd be. And I'm like, no. And the fucking little like the dropper thing on the map. It's always like the car goes in the wrong fucking spot, and then you gotta walk to the car, or you gotta call the guy or message the guy, and then the guy has to drive over to you, and then you gotta message the guy at the correct address, which you should do in the first place.
Yes.
It's garbage.
It's fucking the Uber navigation app is the worst thing. It was sending me like down weird alleys several blocks away, and people are like, it was the same thing, where are you? I'm like, I'm where it says I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, no, it's not the Uber driver's fault. It's
I know. But like, I learned that pretty quick that you shouldn't trust that app. Now maybe it's changed since then, but it didn't. Okay, I remember the one girl, she called me, she's like, where are you? And I'm like, well, where it said. She's like, I didn't even send you that address. They're like 3 miles away. And I was like, what? She's like, I have no idea why it sent you that address. And I'm like, I have no idea either. I'm like, can you just...
How it should work is the person who wants to get picked up should send the address, should type out the address, and then on top of that, write like additional details of where they are.
Yeah.
That's how it should fucking work.
Ugh.
And then the Uber driver should have to type in the address. Not using the shitty drop system thing that is fucking broken as fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the problem with the driver in this game. They're using the Uber. They're using the Uber app, so that's why they're going around in circles like that. Actually, you know what's really funny?
Yeah.
a lot of times when I'm standing there, I'm like waiting for the Uber to pick me up, right?
Yeah.
And I'm standing there I'm waiting, they're not coming, and I'm looking at the app, and it looks like the car is spinning.
Yeah, I've seen that where it just spins and it looks like it's going around.
Yeah, so maybe this game is a parody of that situation.
Oh my God, did I ever tell you about the Uber story me and Kieran had when we were at PAX?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so it was when we went to PAX, I think. We all went out. We went to a party. It was me, Justin, and James one night.
Oh, wait a second. Is this when the guy threw the thing?
No, I don't know what that is. We went to some lame party and then we left. And then me and Kieran, I forget why, but we were fighting. We were arguing. And then we get in the Uber car and we're like arguing the whole time. And then it occurs to us, like, we were only like 10 minutes away from our hotel. And like, it dawns on us that we've been in the car for 40 minutes. And like, the guy driving, he didn't understand the GPS and he didn't realize he had to go through the tunnel. So he kept going around in circles over and over and over again, trying to think of a way he could get to his destination without the tunnel. But there was no other way. We had to tell him, like, hey, dude, I think you need to take the tunnel. And then, like, so we're drunk and whatnot. We're like, all right, well, we stopped fighting because we found something else that made us mad. And then, like, the next day, I, like, wake up and I'm like, Kieran. He's like, what? I'm like, I just found out I got charged $300 for that Uber ride. Because he just kept going in circles over and over and over again.
That's the fucking worst.
So I woke up to a $300 Uber ride for a ride that was...
that kind of shit happened to me.
Yeah, for a ride that was supposed to be 10 minutes. I was like, what? And it's just, we watched it. We're like, guy, you have to go in the tunnel. Like, maybe he's scared of tunnels. I know people are, but then don't be an Uber driver because he couldn't. I just couldn't believe that, waking up and just seeing $300. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Did you dispute it?
Oh, yeah. I was like, hey, man, I don't usually like complain or anything, but that was a lot of money. So I was like, hey, he didn't want to take the tunnel.
Do you know if you had to pay it?
Yeah, no, I didn't have to. They resolved it pretty quick. I think they saw the destination and how long it was supposed to be and realized that there's no heavy traffic at that time of night. And they were like, all right, this one, he's got it. So that's my crazy Uber story. I don't really have a lot of crazy ones. There was once I picked up someone and then just some guy wanted to get in the car thinking it was like a regular taxi. And I was like, hey, it doesn't actually work like that. You need the app and it's like a phone thing and then it has to pick me. And he like wasn't getting it. He was just mad I wouldn't let him in the car. And then he just, for no reason, he just called me a pervert in front of the girl that I had in the car. He's like, you're a pervert. And I'm like, all right, goodbye, sir.
I got into Uber once, and the guy, he started driving us home and pulls over to the side of the road, like stops and like turns and starts staring at this building. And he's like, how old do you think that building is? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess let's just go home, you know? and then he keeps going. He keeps driving, and then nobody's saying anything. He doesn't have any music on or anything. He's just driving us home, and out of nowhere he just goes, "Guess how many hours I've been up?" And I'm like, we're like, I don't know, and he's like, just guess. And I'm like, I don't, 18 hours. And he's like, more. Guess more. And I'm at 20. More. Guess more. I'm like, 24. And he's like 49 hours.
By the way.
And I'm like, I don't want my Uber driver telling me that he's been up for like a million hours.
I think that's a problem. There's not like taxis kind of suck, but there's like a whole vetting process for taxi drivers that they have to like meet. And maybe they can weed out some of the crazy people. I don't think, like, it took me 2 minutes to sign up for Uber and I was like, I thought it'd be a little harder.
Yeah, they're just like, well, they'll take anybody. You know what, Tony? The fact that you were easily able to become an Uber driver, I'm never gonna take an Uber again.
Hey, I got good reviews and everything. I was fine. And I never was chatty.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you were fine. Look at how you're driving right now.
Well, this is a video game, Mike, clearly. I was never chatty. I only talked when I was spoken to. However, if it was Friday night and I was picking up a bunch of middle-aged women, I was very chatty because then you get more tips that way. That's a tip for all you potential Uber drivers out there. If you're a young guy and you pick up a bunch of middle-aged women from the bar on a Friday night, work in a little conversation. You'll get some extra tips. This will be the last one I do, because I know you're really enthralled.
And then you're gonna finish the rest of the game on stream.
Yeah. Well, I'm mad. It doesn't have my save data from when I played it before. I gotta see if I can re-download that, because I got pretty far in this game.
I'm sorry that you got far in this, because I've never played any games that are not worth playing.
So that was Roundabout, Mike. I hope you liked it.
Well, that was fantastic. I'm glad that you've come to show me the games that you like to play.
Yes, and we got to share some fun Uber stories.
Tell us your horrible Uber stories in the comments. Thanks for watching.